right, everyone, we're going to start with our centering. So coming down to our backs and getting in a comfortable position. And just making any adjustments or wiggles that you need to. Let's take a nice, slow, long, deep inhale in. And imagine that inhale going all the way down into your hips. A nice, slow, long exhale out. Let that full breath out. And then again, really nice, slow, long inhale in. Visualize it coming down into your hips and into your pelvis. And when you're ready, I want you to exhale that full breath through your mouth. We're going to repeat that breath again, inhaling through the nose. Nice, long breath. And then this exhale, you'll exhale through your nose. And then the next breath, same thing. Nice, slow, long inhale in and going at your own pace. And on your next exhale, you'll exhale through the mouth again. And just allowing everything to melt, allowing it to settle. Maintaining a relaxed but focused attention. So should you find your mind wandering, bring it back to your breath. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. We'll bring our feet into our cobbler, trying to bring the heels a little bit closer to the groin, allowing the knees to be heavy. We'll reach our arms over our head, allowing them to connect down to the ground. And if you find that you're really tight into the hips and groin area, you can bring a gentle pulse to your knees like the wings of a butterfly. Coming to stillness, bringing the knees together and into your chest for a hug. And just giving a gentle rock from side to side. Coming to stillness, we'll reach for our toes, coming into our happy baby. And trying to keep our spine nice and long, connected to the mat. And taking a few slow, long, deep inhales and exhales here at your own pace. Bring the soles of the feet together, hugging them in towards our chest. And release the soles of your feet to the mat, knees pointed up to the sky. We'll reach those right toes up to the sky like a ballerina. And push through the heel. And point through the toes. And one more time through the heel. We'll make circles in one direction with our ankle and in the other. Coming to stillness, right ankle below the left knee as we come into our reclined pigeon, keeping the hips squared off with the ceiling. Bringing our breath to those spaces that we feel lengthening. We're going to leave our left hand on our left leg. We're going to slide out our right hand. We're going to bring it to our right knee and just gently pushing the right knee away from the torso. Releasing the right hand, right knee crosses the left knee, coming into our whale tail. Releasing the toes, we're going to allow the left foot to connect down to the ground. Arms out into T position. Let's drop those legs over to the left side of the mat and bring our gaze towards our right fingers. Inhale the legs to center. Exhale, release the right foot. Left toes up to the sky. In like a ballerina. This Christmas, we'll say we're getting ready for the Nutcracker. And push through the heel. Point through the toes. One more time through the heel. Make circles in one direction with the left ankle. And in the other. Coming to stillness, left ankle below the right knee, coming into our reclined pigeon and hips squared off with the ceiling. So just noticing if you're rolling into that left cheek, try and straighten yourself out a bit. Few more breaths here. We'll leave our right hand where it is. Left hand's going to connect with the left knee, and gently we're going to push that left knee away from the torso. We'll release that left hand, crossing the left knee over the right, coming back into our whale tail. Breath in. Exhale, release the right foot to the ground, arms in T position. Let's drop the legs over to the right side of the mat and bring our gaze towards our left fingers. Inhale, legs to center. Exhale, release left foot. We're going to bring our legs the full length of the mat, interlacing our fingers. We're going to push the palms of our hands to the back wall, reach through the toes, create that nice big Sunday morning stretch. And release. We'll come over to our tummies. Good. And we'll bring our arms out into T position. Coming down to the right side of our face, bringing a bend into our left knee and stepping that left foot over the right side, reaching through those left fingers. Couple more breaths here. We'll come back to center, coming over to the left side of our face, bend in the right knee. Let's step that right leg over the left side, reaching through those right fingers. Big breath in. Exhale back to center. We're going to bring our hands behind our back down towards our bottom, lifting the feet up off of the mat, the legs off the mat. We're going to pull the hands gently down towards the bottom, opening up our shoulders and chest to the top of the mat. And keeping your gaze at the top of the mat so you're not putting any strain on your neck. Keeping your legs lifted, we're going to release the hands and reach them forward like Superman. Hands come underneath our shoulders. Release the feet. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale the breath out. Big breath in. Exhale, baby cobra. Engage the biceps. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose, torso on top of the knees, using the heel of your hands to push your bottom towards your feet. And let's push ourselves up into seated. We can come into our easy pose, finding our sit bones. So we're seated nice and tall, pushing our crown up to the ceiling. Oh, I just noticed my screen is blurry again. Sorry. Good. So keep that nice, long, tall spine. Good. Okay, there we go. And we're going to drop the chin down to the chest. And roll the left ear over to the left shoulder. And tilt the chin up towards the ceiling. Drop the chin down. We're going to come all the way over to the other side. Tilt the chin up towards the ceiling. Nice and slow. Drop the chin down. We're going to bring our head back to center. Left hand connects down to the mat. Inhale, right fingertips up. Exhale, let's hinge over the left side. We're really trying to reach through those right fingers. Nice and long through that side rib. Inhale, right fingertips up. Exhale, release down to the mat. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, let's hinge over that right side this time. Again, really reaching through those fingers so we're getting nice and long through the left side. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, release. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching through those fingers. We'll use our hands to walk ourselves back to seated. We're going to take our left heel and bring it towards our right cheek. Top leg comes over top, so coming into those pretzel legs. Arms straight out in front of us, right elbow into left as we come into our eagle arms. Try to bring those elbows up to shoulder height. Still keeping with that nice long, tall spine. Releasing your hands, left hand comes over to the right knee, right hand behind us. Nice long spine, big breath in. Exhale, let's come into our twist, bringing our gaze over the right shoulder. Good, and we're going to flow all the way over to the other side. So left hand comes down, bringing our gaze over the left shoulder. Breath in. Exhale to center. We're going to switch our legs. So this time the right foot comes towards the left cheek, left leg on top, arm straight out in front, left elbow into right, bringing those elbows up to shoulder height. Pushing our crown up to the sky. And release. Left hand comes behind us again. Right hand on the right knee. We're going to come into that nice big twist. Gaze over the left shoulder. Big breath in. Exhale, let's flow all the way over to the other side. Breath in. Exhale to center. We'll come over to our tabletop with our toes curled under. Pulling those belly buttons into the spine. Knees are stuck underneath our hips. Good. We'll inhale to our cow. Nice and slow. Exhale, cat, really rounding through the spine and the shoulders. Inhale, cow. Keep the belly button pulled in. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Going back to our tabletop, reaching those right fingers up to the sky. We'll thread the needle, reaching the left fingers to the very top of the mat. Take a few slow, long inhales and exhales here. And left hand comes under the left shoulder. Inhale, right fingertips up. Exhale, release. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching the right fingers to the top of the mat. And again, just taking a few slow, long inhales and exhales here, allowing your body to melt. And right hand comes under the right shoulder. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, release. Left foot comes behind us. Right hand comes forward. Good. We're going to reach that right hand back to the left foot. And release back into your pointer dog. Right hand connects down to the mat. Let's open up into our modified half moon. Beautiful. And reach that left arm over the left ear. Then we're going to connect the left elbow to the left knee and extend. Good. We're going to do two more. 1 and 2. Good. Left hand connects to the mat. Let's rotate the hips. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, hands up to the sky, connecting the hands, coming into that slight back bend. Hands come to either side of the left foot. We're going to bring our left leg back to our right. Right leg comes behind us, left hand forward. Let's reach that left hand back for the right foot. And release back into your pointer dog. Left hand connects down to the mat. Let's open up into our modified half moon. And reach that right arm over the right ear. Right elbow to the right knee. And extend. We'll do 2 more. So 1 and 2. Good. Right hand connects down to the mat, rotating the hips. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, hands up to the sky, connecting the fingers. Going into that slight back bend. Good. Release the hands to both sides of the right foot. Right leg comes back to the left. Let's push up into our down dog. And let's take our doggo for a slow walk. Shoulders nice and wide, away from the ears. It's coming to stillness. Right leg, three-legged dog. We're going to bring that right leg forward for our mountain climber. Right leg, three-legged dog. Good. One more time. Right leg and mountain climber. Right leg, three-legged dog. Now you can stay here or you can come into your flip dog. And right leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that right foot forward for our high lunge. Exhale the breath out. Rotate into your warrior two. Big breath in. Exhale to triangle. We're going to flow back to our sky archer. So it's keeping that front leg straight. Left hand wraps around the right. We're going to pull it back and curl our toes off the mat. Release into our warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to humble warrior. We're going to release our hands to either side of the right foot. We're going to straighten that right leg, leaving some softness in the knee and allowing ourselves to fully come into a forward fold. Right, we're going to rotate our left foot so we're on the pad of the left foot, left toes pointed to the top of the mat. Come back into our right leg, three-legged dog, and release the right foot. Good job. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that left leg forward for mountain climber. Left leg, three-legged dog. One more time. Left leg, mountain climber. Left leg, three-legged dog. You can stay here, come into your flip dog. Right, left leg, three-legged dog. And let's step that left foot forward for our high lunge. Exhale the breath out. Rotate into your warrior two. Big breath in. Exhale to triangle. Flow back to our sky archer. Right hand around the left wrist. Peeling the left toes off the mat. Release into warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, humble warrior. Good job. You can leave your hands on the small of your back or lift them off the back, whatever's comfortable. Listen to the shoulders. We're going to release the hands down to the mat, straightening that left front leg. Leave some softness in the knee, coming into your full forward fold. We'll rotate on that right foot so those right toes are pointing back to the top of the mat. Left leg, three-legged dog. And release that left foot. Good job. Flow forward into your plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Stay here for a pause. Let's flow into our downward facing dog. Looking between our thumbs, we can hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Good job, everyone. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart. We'll come up into our tree pose, ankle, calf, or upper inner thigh. One's not better than the other. They all do the exact same thing. Nice and tall, finding our drishti or our point of focus. Releasing our hands to the sides. Our left hand's going to reach back for our left foot as we come into our dancer. And then we're going to step back into our warrior two. Good job. Nice. Nice transition. Beautiful. Flow back, reverse warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale one. Hands to heart center as we push up into our warrior three. And I'm not worried about how high that left foot comes off the ground. I just really want you to focus on keeping that left hip down. And release into mountain. Nice flow. Good job. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Let's flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. We're going to stay here for a pause. Right, coming into our downward facing dog. Looking between our thumbs, we'll hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Good work. We're going to root through that left side. So again, coming into your tree where you feel the most steady and comfortable. Nice, long, tall spine. Find your point of focus, something that's not moving. I always tell you, don't look at me because I wobble too. We're going to release our hands down to our side. Right hand reaches back for the right foot as we come into our dancer. And step back into, into our warrior two. And flow back to our reverse warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale one. Hands to heart center. We're going to come back up into our warrior three. And don't worry about how high that right foot is. Just really focus on trying to keep that right hip down. And we'll step up into mountain. Beautiful job. Feet are going to come just past hip width apart. Let's sit into our chair legs, tuck the tailbone under. And we'll try and get a little lower, keeping those knees behind the big toes. Let's come into our wide leg squat, elbows to the inside of the knees. And you can decide if you want to stay in stillness here, if you want to add some movement, whatever you find is most comfortable for you. Hands connect down to the mat. We're going to push our bottom up to the sky. So we come into our ragdoll, allowing everything to be heavy and to lengthen. And just staying in stillness, just allowing the body to naturally lengthen. Releasing the elbows, just allow the arms to be heavy. Wiggle our feet back underneath our hips. And connecting our hands with the mat, we're going to step the left foot back slightly, about a foot or two. Our toes are pointing forward, so think about little Egyptian legs, toes forward. Hands come behind the back. Let's come into our flat back, pushing through the crown of the head. Let's inhale our torso up to center. Good. Exhale the breath out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot up to the right. Right foot steps back this time. All right. Hands come to the small of our back. Come into our flat back. Nice long spine, pushing through the crown of the head. Inhale up to center, releasing the hands. Exhale the breath out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Good. We're going to step back into our down dog. Left leg, three-legged dog, and we'll bring that left leg forward for pigeon. So today in our pigeon, just melt into whatever's comfortable, whether you roll into the left cheek or the right hip, whatever feels most comfortable to you, coming all the way down to the forehead. Allowing your breath to slow, allowing everything to melt. Few more breaths here. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders, pushing the torso up. We're going to direct our face up to the ceiling, lengthening through the neck. Bring the head back to center. Curl the right toes under, left leg, three-legged dog, and release the left foot. Let's take our dog for a little roll. Good. Coming to stillness. Right leg, three-legged dog, and bring that right leg forward for pigeon. So again, just feeling restored in this pose. So whether you're rolling, sorry, into your right cheek or into your left hip, whatever feels the most comfortable for you here. Nice, slow, long inhales and exhales. Stay here for a few more breaths. Big breath in. Exhaling the hands underneath the shoulders. Got a nice proud chest forward facing. We're going to look over the left shoulder. And then nice and slow over the right shoulder. Gaze comes forward facing. Left toes curl under. Right leg, three-legged dog. Take our doggo for a walk. It's coming to stillness. Let's flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhale down. Looking between our thumbs, hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right leg comes up into our tree. Release into mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Again, we'll flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay. Looking between our thumbs, hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's come into our left leg tree. Right. And release into mountain. Good job. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Let's bring our knees to the width of the mat and come down into a passive child's pose. We'll start to the right side of our face and just allow everything to melt or to soften. Nice and slow. Turn your face in the opposite direction. Few more breaths here. We'll push ourselves up into kneeling, knees pointed forward, curl the toes under. We're sitting our bottom on top of our heels. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, bringing one hand on top of the other over the heart center. Just closing our eyes and taking a few slow, long inhales and exhales here. Ready, allowing the light back into your eyes. We're going to be coming down to our backs now. So if you need any sweaters or anything like that to keep yourself warm during Shavasana, now's your time to grab it. And if you use any bolsters or blankets or eye pillows, have those handy too. And then we'll come down to our backs. And then once you've come down to your back, we're going to bring our feet back into cobbler. Just allowing the knees to be heavy. Tuning back in with our inhales and our exhales. We're going to inhale our knees together. Exhale, bring our arms out into T position. Let's bring those shins parallel to the ceiling, keeping the knees close together. We'll take the legs over to the left side of the mat, and your face can either be pointed up to the sky or towards your right fingers. Couple more breaths here. Keeping the knees together, we'll inhale them to center and exhale them over to the right side, face up to the ceiling or towards the left fingers. Breaths. And inhale the legs to center. Exhale, let's give those legs one more hug. A gentle little rock from side to side. Okay, coming to stillness. We'll prepare ourselves now for Shavasana. So any blankets or eye pillows or anything that you need to get fully comfortable. Staying in stillness, bringing your awareness back to your breath, noticing the ebb and flow of your inhales and your exhales. Bringing gentle movements to your fingers and your toes. Take a nice, slow, long, gentle inhale in. Exhale it out. And bringing our awareness to our heart center. Thinking about something that makes us happy, big or little, and allow that happiness to grow within your heart center. Feel it growing and expanding. Visualize it reaching all the way down to the tips of your toes, to your fingertips, all the way up to the crown of your head. Feel that happiness cross your face by bringing a smile to your lips. And allow that happiness to grow or to radiate. Visualize it expanding and filling up the room you're within. And staying present here for a few more breaths. Take a nice, slow, long inhale in. And as we exhale, we'll come over to our right side. Take a nice, slow, gentle, long inhale in. Exhaling it out. And when you're ready, nice and slow, let's push ourselves up into seated. We'll bring our hands to heart center, giving ourselves thanks for making time for ourselves and our practice today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.